What's up, guys? So today I'm going to be doing a review on the Polaroid PL1300 drone. So, I didn't even know something like this existed, a Polaroid drone. I had no idea that they made drones or anything. Maybe they made a lot and I'm just living under a rock here. So as you can see, we got it from Burke's for $15, so it is pretty inexpensive, especially for being a camera drone, as it says. It makes it seem like pretty decent drone for that cheap. I mean, you've got a 480 pixel camera. It can go up to 20 miles an hour flight speed. You can go 100 feet from the controller there. You got 6 minutes of runtime. And also, it does say it has a rechargeable lithium-ion battery, so that's really nice. And it does say on the back it does have lots of nice features like headless mode and auto return, 2-speed, a 6-axis gyro, can record up to 6 minutes of full color video. So I mean, it is with a 2.4 gigahertz radio. It does sound like it's a pretty nice one for being so cheap. So let's take it out of the box and see what it's like. Oh, and something neat with this box is, you can see it says look inside. You just pull this little cover off right here, it's Velcroed, and you can see the drone there. So that's pretty neat, but let's open it up and check it out. So there we go. So to give you a rundown of what comes in the box, you do of course get the drone and controller. Then you get the warranty information as well as the instruction manual. You also do get the landing gear, or just the legs I guess for it. In here you do have the charger. It's just standard USB charger with this, I don't know what style head this is. I saw it on this last drone that I reviewed. You can see that right up here, but it looks like the exact same charger for it. It seems like it uses the same exact 300 and seems like it uses a pretty similar battery, a 300 milliamp hour LiPo battery, 3.7 volt. This apparently does have built-in overcharging protection, so that's really nice. You do get the 4 spare propellers in here. Get a screwdriver as well, right there. And then you do get the little USB card reader. The SD card is not included, but this is for when you get one. So now let's go ahead and look closer at the drone. So the drone is a nice sized drone, just a bit bigger than your hand. It is. I like the way they designed it here with the red and black contrast. It looks really nice and sharp. They do have the big Polaroid sticker on the top there. I've always liked Polaroid's logo colors. I don't know why, just a nice mix of colors. But you do have prop guards on it, on all 4. They do seem nice and flexible, so I mean they're not going to break easy, I wouldn't think. No, maybe a little bit too flexible, but it is enough to provide a little protection to the propellers. So the linkages going out to the motors here, the arms on it, they are somewhat flexible, but that means they're pretty nice and durable. Hard impact shouldn't snap them off or anything. It does feel like a pretty solid drone. It is really lightweight, but it is, so far, looks like a nice design. There's the little camera right on the bottom there. It does have a really small little lens, so I'm not expecting the best quality out of the video, but we'll see. So something I do like, contrary to that drone, is that the battery, you just slide the battery itself out. It doesn't come out as a unit like the other one did. It was like the whole bottom part of the drone came out. So the entire little battery comes out, so that's really nice, makes it easy to recharge. Or you could just leave it in there and recharge it from there. And they also do protect the motors pretty well in there. Just the plastic casing that's over it keeps debris out of the gears in there. Looking at the controller here, it is, like I said, 2.4 gigahertz. So something again that I don't like about that drone is that it was spring loaded on the throttle side here, so it would return to half throttle like this every time. You couldn't just leave it down like that, which is I think how it's supposed to be for a drone. I don't know why they had it, but anyway, that's about that drone, not this one. So it does have this nice non-spring loaded one, so you just modulate the throttle as you want. Don't have to worry about it springing back into place. Of course, rotate right there, and then forward, backward, left and right there. So it is pretty light controller. You can hear that shaking around, whatever it is. It does feel somewhat cheap, but you know, don't drop it and it should hold up pretty good. So you do have the nice little Polaroid sticker and colors right there on the front. Shiny black on the shiny black plastic or whatever it is. So these buttons right here, this one, that one, and let me put this down. So these three buttons right here are for trims, or for trimming it there. This button, if you just tap it once, I guess that turns it to high mode or low mode. You can switch between the speeds there. And if you hold it down for 35 seconds, it will turn the drone into headless mode. So that's a really nice feature. This is for rolls over here. Just push it, select a direction, it'll flip. Then this one right here, up is for taking a photo, and down starts a video. So that's pretty much it for the controls. If you do the auto return during headless mode, you push this in until it clicks right there, and then it should start auto returning. So now that we basically had a little rundown of everything in the box here, let's go ahead and take it for a fly. Okay, so here we are doing an indoor test first. So you turn the drone on by plugging in the battery, then you turn the controller on, do the throttle stick up and down to calibrate it, and then you can take off. So you'll notice that this drone does have a lot of power when you start flying it. So it's definitely, I'd say, more of an outdoor drone, just because it does have a lot of power. And just in low mode, you can see it still does bank pretty good, and it does get to be pretty fast. So definitely a very fun drone to fly around. So in order to take a photo with the camera, you do of course have to get the SD card. Then you'll push up on this button right here, you'll push up, and then to do a video, you'll push down. So let's take a photo right here. Okay, now we'll start a video. So as you can see, the video quality does leave quite a bit to be desired. It's really grainy, really dark around the edges, just kind of dim in color. But nonetheless, you know, not too bad for a cheap drone. Okay, so now we're going to stick it in headless mode. We're going to use the button for the high and low modes. Hold it down for a few seconds. It'll start beeping. So in this mode, regardless of the direction the drone is facing, it'll either go away from or towards the camera. So when you turn it, you do have to give it a second to calibrate, because if you immediately start to fly it when you turn it, it will act all weird and kind of go in random directions. So you got to turn it and give it a second to calibrate, but then it'll work good. Okay, so now we're going to try auto return, and I've failed with this a couple times before here. Well, it's going the wrong way. So let's try it again. Oh, whoa. Yeah, so it was kind of trying to return to that spot over there. But, you know, it works. It does just kind of start going to one direction. You do kind of have to take control back. So as for the indoor flying here, as you can see, it is a nice and fun drone, but I think it will do better outside, so let's go ahead and take it out and test it. Okay, so here we are outside. I'm going to show you some of the features it's got out here. So it is a nice and maneuverable little drone. Go ahead and kick it into high mode here. Yeah, you can see starts to bank a lot more, picks up speed. It actually is pretty quick. I mean, keep in mind this is a $15 drone. I mean, for it to be like this quick and stuff, that's pretty nice. If you just kind of flip the throttle like I did right there, sometimes it manages to kind of catch itself midair and start flying again. Sometimes it doesn't. So let's kick it back into low. Oops, not that one. So yeah, you can see that it doesn't bank quite as much, not quite as fast. or quick with the movements there. Uh-oh, the wind's taking it. Yeah, so the wind completely took it right there. Ended up way over there. Alright, so here we are on a different day. I forgot to film the rolling feature, so let's go ahead and do that. So you're going to hit that top right button right here, of course, and then you can select a direction and it'll roll. The wind's kind of starting to try and take it a little bit, but did a backflip right there. Do a front flip. Yeah, works pretty good. Does tight little flips. Doesn't lose much, you know, altitude when it does the flips. Catches itself pretty good. So yeah, this is a great drone. I definitely recommend it for anybody wanting to, get into drones or anything. It is pretty light, so outside the wind does catch it pretty easily. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.